Stop! Don't throw away your soggy cornflakes from when you made my cereal milk ice cream. You can make waffles out of them. Has anyone else been personally victimised by an overnight hair curling routine? Hi everyone, it's Tash and welcome to another recipe video. And today we're going to be making leftover cornflake waffles. Timestamps are down below in the description if you want to skip the initial blah blah, but stick around if you want to hear a little bit about what we're making first. Last week for you guys, we made cereal milk ice cream. And to make it, we soaked some cornflakes in some milk overnight. Then we squeezed out that milk and used the milk and then set those used up cornflakes aside. And I did tell you not to throw them away because we were going to make something with them. So a couple of days after I made the cereal milk ice cream, I'd put these in the fridge, by the way, nicely covered up. I then stuck them in a blender and made waffles with them, and it worked really well. Tell you a little secret, I actually had to make this several times to get the recipe right. Like I said before in my last recipe video, I had to make the cornflake milk, the cereal milk ice cream several times to get the flavour exactly right. I tried it untoasted and toasted, etc, etc. So I also trialled these waffles several times to get just the right consistency. So the batter's not too thin, not too thick, and crisp on the outside and fluffy on the inside when we bake them in the waffle iron. And this is my final recipe, and I was very happy with the end result. It is absolutely delicious. Remember, there's still plenty of flavour in those soaked cornflakes. So with all that said, let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. First, let's make our waffle batter. As you can see, we are starting with a slightly different angle today because our waffle batter is all going to be made in our blender. So first we have the star of our show, our soaked cornflakes, and this is what we use to make the cereal milk, ice cream. So this is the leftover stuff that we've squeezed all the milk out of. It's about 160 grams-ish, a little more, a little less, does not matter. But if you want to make this from scratch, then that's how much you need. And now of course we need to add more milk because we don't want a dry waffle, so 230 millilitres of milk. That's fresh milk of course, hopefully you've used your lovely tasty cereal milk for other things. 1 egg. $60 grams of unsalted butter, which I've melted and cooled. 75 grams of plain flour. Dog outside barking. 2 tablespoonfuls of caster sugar. A teaspoonful of baking powder. That was half, can't see what I'm doing. I don't have a tripod, by the way, a proper one at least. I'm using a gooseneck clamp, which is sticking out in my face right there, so kind of hard to get around. And a little pinch of salt. Now let's pop the lid on, switch the machine on, and we're going to blend this until smooth. And that is literally our waffle batter. Right, now let's get the waffle iron because we're going to pour it straight in. Now over here I've preheated my waffle iron. You can cook yours according to your machine's instructions, and I'm just going to pour this straight in. Mine's done, it gave a little beep, so I've got a cooling rack here. Let's rescue, that looks good, our waffle. I always do this with chopsticks, I find it easier. And we're just going to do that over and over again until we have used up all of our waffle batter. And as you can see, this made a grand total of 4 waffles. Nice. Of course I had to serve it with a little blob of cornflakes ice cream, the cereal milk ice cream I made last week. Well, not last week, technically a couple of days ago, because I made these back to back. But anyway, I think it's missing a few things. What do you think? Extra cornflakes. It's so humid today, I'm looking more and more like I've been dragged through a bush backwards. Anyway, ta-da! As you can see, I've pre-sliced myself a chunk of waffle. I've learned from my past mistakes. When filming a dish that needs to be eaten with a knife and fork, and I don't have a table in front of me when I'm filming, pre-slice myself a slice. Cheers! Cereal milk goodness. You still have plenty of that malty flavour of the cornflakes that's now been incorporated into the waffle batter. Now I'm going to, oh no, I didn't think about cutting myself a second slice. Grab myself some ice cream. I'm going to double cornflake it. I don't need to say anymore, that's fabulous. So there you go, leftover cornflake waffles, served with my cereal milk ice cream. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram, I'm tashcakes.taste, and find me on TikTok too, I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, give this video a like if you liked it to help other people find it, comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I'll see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. I wonder what other cereals this would work with.